yes, this is another episode of Cooking with Cool Dad. However, due to some technical issues, I have had to re record portions of it. So, welcome to the Creation Station. This is where I'm recording it. It's been a little crazy. Last couple weeks have been a lot crazy with tons of stuff going on. New job, new schedule, a lot of craziness, and some personal stuff that I'm just not getting into. Nothing against you guys, but personal stuff doesn't need to be online. It's something I think more people should pay attention to. But that being said, um, basically what it comes down to, I had a major sound issue. My own damn fault because I was running crazy because of my schedule. So I'm apologizing to everybody for A, the lateness of the video, and B, the fact that I have to do a voiceover for the camera down portion of it. Um, I will, obviously, this is the intro for it. The outro or finish up, wrap up, whatever you want to call it, is going to be done like this as well. I do want to say this, though, as I appreciate everybody for your patience and for your viewing time. It does mean a lot to me, so thank you for that. Um, the what's the word I want? One of the things I do is I do watch a lot of YouTube. I like to watch some of these other home cooks because I learn things. I mean, it's great. I learned techniques for doing the videos, ideas for other recipes to try, ways of cooking things. There's a whole lot that goes into it. We can all learn from what, even if it's something we do every day. You can always learn more about it. So, that being said, one of my favorite cooking channels to watch on YouTube is Binging with Babish. Mr. Andrew Ray down in New York City has a very unique take on home cooking. One of my favorites that he does, though, is where he takes food from TV shows and movies and recreates it in real life. I only recently found him earlier this year, like February-ish, and have been kind of working my way through some of his older videos now. And I came across one recently that he did about 2 years ago, where he did a real life version of Peter Griffin's Car Panini from Family Guy. I'll put the clip of that in between this and the actual camera down making everything. At that time, he issued a challenge for his followers to come up with an edible version of this, and I had it running around in my head for a few days, and it wouldn't leave, and I knew it was like way past his his challenge and all, but it's still stuck in my head, and I said there's got to be a way to make this, so it's really good. Now, I came up with an idea, which I'll get into shortly. And I went through and I followed up and checked all the responses I could find on, the challenge. And there was nobody that came even close to what I was thinking. So I said, you know what? To hell with it. Let's go for it. I figure the worst that's going to happen is I'm going to make something and you guys are going to watch me make it and it's going to fail miserably and I'm going to, in worst case scenario, have some Technicolor vomit coming out. But that didn't happen. I say this now because I know because I've been there. the I'll get into all the what I put into it, but I have to say I truly was impressed with how this came out. So, if you want to pop over to watch, Mr. Ray doing his cooking thing, just do a quick search for Binging with Babish. I will also try and get a link to his channel down below so you guys can check it out. I definitely recommend it. And, I have no issue recommending other YouTube channels I enjoy watching. And if anybody noticed a little skip there, I had a phone call in the middle. That's what happens when I'm working at the Creation Station. I don't silence my phone. But anyway, so again, please just kind of follow along. I know this is slightly, a lot different than usual. And I do plan on getting another video out this week for you guys. I just have to get my schedule figured out so I know when I can do it. But take a look at it. I'll be doing a voiceover so you guys at least have an idea of what's going on, what I'm doing. It's kind of, obvious, really, but just so you know. Um, but anyway, thank you guys again for watching. You can always find me on Facebook, facebook.com/thecooldad, Instagram @thecooldad, with the O's are replaced with zeros, and you can email me at thecooldad@mail.com. I will overlay all that towards the end, but just to throw it out there, you can also find me on Patreon at patreon.com/thecooldad. So if you'd like to support the channel, you may. Also, as always, down below you will find the affiliate links for my knives and cookware. Check them out. They are definitely worth getting. So, that being said, let's pop to the down below video, and I will fill you guys in on what's going on and show you the awesomeness I created. So, see you guys. Well, actually, no. You'll see past me very shortly.
Oh, yeah. Peanut butter cup, Dorito sausage, Car Panini. And let's crack a Cadbury egg over the whole thing. Just gonna use my spare glove compartment underwear as a napkin. I can't believe Randy Quaid gets to eat like this every day.
Okay. So, here I am, standing in front of my new panini press with 2 cut-up Cadbury eggs. I would recommend, if you're going to cut Cadbury eggs, that you put them in the refrigerator prior to cutting them and use a sharp knife. What I think I'm saying here is that I used a very sharp knife and I still have all my fingers, so please, for the love of all that's holy, be careful. The bread I'm using for this panini, I picked up at a local store called Wegmans. This is Honeycrisp apple bread. Super tasty, by the way. Great for all sorts of interesting uses, including this panini. And we're going to start by taking the 2 slices of bread. I'm running to the refrigerator to grab butter now because I forgot to get it out ahead of time. And we're going to butter our bread to get it ready to go in the panini press. You don't see Peter doing this in the clip. However, I will say this. It makes a panini so much better. And I mean so much better. How much butter you use is really your own personal preference. I will not judge you. I like to use real butter. I prefer the whipped version because it's easier to spread. I just like to have a nice, light, even layer. You know, it's well covered, so you're going to get all the nooks and crannies. And I go back a couple times to make sure I got them all. God, I feel like I'm picking on myself doing this now. But that's okay, because if you can't have fun picking on yourself, what's the point? I got it all smeared on there nicely now. This is almost like bad lip reading type video, but it isn't because you can't see my face. So, our panini press is up to temperature, so let's get started with this. After opening the newly heated up panini press, I pop the first layer in, which is our first layer of bread. Now I'm going to turn the very hot panini press so you guys can see what I'm doing, as I'm currently adding maple syrup or maple flavored breakfast sausage links. For this one, I add 4 links, I believe. We'll find out in a second if I remember correctly. And yes, 4. They are freshly cooked. I did not show that on camera because I figure most people know how to brown sausage. You can see the butter is already melting on there. But we're going to add now our Doritos, and I got the sweet, spicy chili Doritos for this. I know Peter used apparently just the plain old Doritos, but the sweet, spicy chili, it caught my attention because there is just a hint of sweetness behind that spice. And I felt that would actually go very well with this. What I do not have is I put the Cadbury eggs on, but what I do not have on this that Peter does have is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Small oversight on my part, but honestly, I think that might have been a little too much. And as it is, this came out pretty damn well. The slices of Cadbury egg are just kind of piled on top. In retrospect, it might have been a little bit easier to put them underneath the Doritos, but here we go. I'm going to carefully, and not burning myself, squish my panini flat. I'm going to use my cookware, my spatula here, to kind of make sure I'm giving it even pressure on the panini. Because it's so thick, especially with the crunchy ingredients, It doesn't really want to fold down properly. Now I'm going to take a break and eat a small chunk of Cadbury egg because, oh my God, they are so fucking good. Tough to find them this time of year. I will see if I can get an affiliate link for you guys. I did buy them on Amazon. Fair warning, it is a 41 pack. Fortunately, with a new job, I was able to take them to work, and the guys there are chowing down on them. Thank you guys for saving me on those calories because my waistline is big enough as it is. I am, however, starting to lose weight, which is a good thing. While we're waiting for this to cook, we're going to keep applying pressure here and there because we want our panini to be nice and flat. Some people might like it, less flat, but I like it to be flat. And what I'm doing here, kind of turning it around, I'm giving it a full 180-degree turnaround because I want to make sure it's flat, not angled to one side or the other. Because you'll notice that the panini press has a tendency to angle it where it's higher in the front and shorter in the back. But by rotating it, I'm kind of alleviating that issue. God, this is exhausting to tell people what I do. I like it better the other way. Next video will be back to normal. And again, thank you guys for your patience in putting up with this. I do appreciate it. The panini is almost done at this time. I'm doing my little clean as I go routine. I left the knife out because I will use that for cutting. Not quite there yet. I like to have a nice golden toasty finish to my paninis. Eating a random runaway sweet spicy chip, and it was good. Now we're going to bring out our paninis. You can see you've got your nice grill line marks on there, or panini press line marks, whatever the hell you want to call them. Unplug the press so it can cool down, and let's shuffle it off to the side. Let's bring the plate over because, the most important part, as Mr. Ray likes to say, is the cross section. And if I can cut a sandwich, it's very hot at this point, by the way. Trying not to burn my damn fingers doing this. So, extra usage for a spatula. Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. Come on, damn it. Oh, yes, there we go. And this is more a function of user, not the knife. The knife is extremely sharp. Please trust me on that. If you do buy these knives, be aware that they are super sharp. Now, we've got a pretty damn nice cross-section here. I mean, it looks pretty good. So, I believe at this point I'm pretty impressed with what I'm seeing. And in a minute here, I'm going to say we're going to go up top so I can take a bite of it and tell you what I think. So in the next scene, I'll be up top, or I'll be back here at the creation station, but I will show a little bit of the up top so you guys get the reaction. Okay, guys, now, hang on, let me come this way a little bit. Because up in this corner over here, I'm going to be playing some of the footage of my original Aftershot. This is the part where I'm really upset about my audio issue because I'm never speechless. I have never done something like this that has made me absolutely at a loss for words, except this. I was honestly extremely flabbergasted. I was in awe of just the amazing combination of flavors. They just go together exceedingly well. And I'll be honest with you, I was really surprised. I did not, my entire goal was just to get something that might be edible without Technicolor vomit. Straight up honesty, that was my goal. Excuse me. What I achieved was something that not only met that goal, but surpassed it. It was actually really fucking tasty. And there's no two ways around that. It was fucking amazing. I'm still in awe. I actually have the makings for one more panini in the fridge. I'm really thinking I'm going to do it. I actually was debating on making a second one and redoing the video just for you guys so you have all the proper audio. But I said, no reaction, no second video is going to capture that initial reaction I had of just how amazing it came out. And I'm not tooting my own horn as much as I probably should on this one, not patting myself on the back as much as I probably should on this one, but I really, it was amazing. I mean, the bread, the apple flavoring in the bread. I mean, the chunks of apple in there, the maple flavored breakfast sausage links. You know, the sweetness there, the sweet and spicy of the chips, and then the Cadbury eggs. It just came together so well that I really was blown away by it. And I did end up eating the whole thing. So, in the words of, binging with Babish, Mr. Ray, it did make it to the Clean Plate Club. Unlike my deep fried taco, the last one, I'm not going to put the footage of me chowing down on it in the end roll. I'm going to have it right here for you guys. Probably got a little bit longer to go with it. I just had to check my time here. The the sheer joy of making something like this and having it come out so edible and so tasty is why I love to cook, why I love to be creative with my cooking. The I always say food is life, life is good, let's eat some more. But this right here, this sandwich, this panini, this little bit of amazingness really is that it's the essence of that tagline, that saying, that catchphrase, whatever you'd like to call it. It is the ultimate essence of it because it was so good and it was such an amazing experience. Almost a week later, I'm still in awe over this to the point where I literally have the materials put aside to make another one. And being as I'm currently on a bit of a diet, trying to get back in shape again, mostly because at my age, 48, it gets a lot harder to get yourself back in shape. So I'm working very hard at it. I obviously, with the current COVID situation, gyms are not the option I can take right now, being as I have a hard enough time wearing a mask long enough to go into a store and get the shit I need. I can't picture trying to exercise wearing a mask. I do have my own treadmill upstairs, so that helps. But that and the proper diet and the new job is a lot more physical than I've been in a lot of years. So that's actually a plus as well. That helps with the guns. But still, having the opportunity to do something like this where it just comes out so well. And even if Mr. Ray never sees this video, which I kind of hope he does. So if you happen to know him or you subscribe to him or you have the access to him, please do me a favor, just share the video with him. I don't need anything from him. I just want him to know that somebody did figure out how to make that panini and make it really fucking good. That's all I just, do it. If you ever want to hang out, though, I am definitely down. I would love to pick your brain. I will be honest, I don't know as we will agree politically all the time, but you know what? That stays out there. This is about food. This is about getting people together and just having a good time. So I do want to touch on one final thing though before I wrap this up. This is gonna be one of my shorter videos just because I had to redo half of it. I know earlier I mentioned personal things, but I'm not going to say what those personal things are. That's not what this platform is for. But they've taught me a few things. And what I want to share with you, my awesome viewers, in my videos of, as my dad likes to put it, socially conscious cooking, is that I always talk about getting people together over good food allows you to do some amazing things, make awesome memories, and just generally be better people. Here's the thing, though. When you want to make changes, when you want to be the best you that you can be, there's one big freaking caveat that you need to pay attention to. And that is when you're taking that good hard look at yourself, when you and your friends are sitting down taking a good hard look at something you think can be improved, you have to be honest with yourselves. You have to be so brutally honest that you strip it down to the bare bones and suck out the marrow. That type of honesty. The type of honesty that makes most people call you an asshole. That's how honest you need to be with yourself. Because if you aren't, it's pointless. It's a house of cards. It'll come tumbling down in the first breeze. I've learned that lesson recently in my life, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I hope, if nothing else, somebody else can take something good out of it and do something good with their lives. I'm still here doing good stuff. I just had to redirect my focus a little bit on a couple of things. So it's good, though. I'm still, I honestly, almost a week later, I'm still thinking about this panini going, damn, that was good. If I wasn't at my calorie limit for today, and it's not my cheat day, I would actually seriously consider making another one this evening. But I won't. So anyway, like I said, thank you guys again. I apologize for all this. I don't normally, you guys don't get to see me at the creation station. So, but yes, the next video will be back to normal again. I have a checklist now, a long fucking checklist. It helps. Trust me, it fucking helps. But I also, like I said, I will get another video out for you guys this week. It will be back to the good old style where I'm actually in the kitchen working, not sitting here telling you what I'm doing. Because let's face it, if you've tried to do that, that can be damn exhausting if you didn't write yourself a script and you can't hear what you were saying. So I kind of had to make it up as I went along. But thank you guys for watching. Remember, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/thecooldad. Instagram at thecooldad with O's are replaced with zeros. Email me at thecooldad@mail.com. Patreon, that's the newer one, so I keep forgetting it. Patreon.com/thecooldad if you'd like to support the channel. There's also links down below, affiliate links for my cookware and knives that I use, as well as one this week for the Cadbury eggs, because you can never have too many Cadbury eggs. Well, obviously I did because I took them to work. I gave away a lot of them, and I'm okay with that because they weren't that expensive. And honestly, it's not going to my waistline. I'm really good with that because like 2 of those is my daily caloric intake lately. I think that covers it. So thank you guys for watching. It is truly appreciated. Get some people together, make some food, make some memories. Remember, food is life. Life is good. Let's eat some more. I will catch you guys on the next video. Until then, though, please be good to one another. Catch you later.